Good day, fellow marine engineers. I am Engine Cadet Diaz, currently studying at DMMA College of Southern Philippines. Welcome back to our tutorial where we run our ship from the cold ship condition to full ahead condition. So last time we introduced electricity on our vessel by the means of diesel generator 1 here and connecting it to our electric power plant here. So our next step is to introduce heating to our vessel by the means of boiler. So let's first run our simulation. First thing we're going to do here is go here at 59, start air system. First, drain all these valves first to remove any water accumulated in the compressors. Let's do all that. Once the Z reaches to 0, turn these valves off again, close the drain. Next step is to line up all the valves. So open this valve, open this valve, this valve, this valve, and this valve, this and this. So let's acknowledge the alarm first. Silence. Next step is we're going to local our start 1 and start 2. Then turn it on. Once it turns on, set it back to remote. Next step is to go here, 60. You can press this or you can go process directory and go to 60. 60 here is service air system. So what we're going to do here is drain all the valves first, just like start air 1 and 2. I'm going to do here is drain all these valves. Wait for the Z to go down to 0. Close all these drains once the Z reaches 0. There we go. Next is to line up all these valves here. Turn this valve on, this, and this valve. So next is turn the service compressor into local, then turn it on. Once it turns on, set it back to remote. Next is go here, panel directory. Go here at power, chief, pump, and compressor control. Next is to auto our start compressor 1, start air compressor 2, our service air compressor, and select one here, master 1 or 2. You can select either way. So I'll choose start air compressor 1 as master. While we are at here, you can turn this 2 into auto, the seawater pumps and the low temperature freshwater pumps. Turn this into auto. Next step is to supply fuel to our boiler. So what we're going to do is go here again, fuel oil service tanks. Open this valve leading to boiler. The fuel will come here from the service tank, go here, and we'll go to the boiler. So next step is go back to process directory, go here to boiler combustion, here. So first step is to turn this boiler fan on, turn this valve on, rotate the three-way valve, go here, rotate the three-way valve, open this pump, DO pump, acknowledge the alarm first. Acknowledge these alarms. Next is to reset the boiler. Change this into DO. And then set this airflow control into 100. Wait for this to turn 100 or close to 100. Then we can start purging here. So observe this. So it's close to 100. So we can start purging now. I'll start purge. Wait for the indicator to go back. So the purging is now done. Set this airflow control back into 20. Set this airflow control into 40. Then wait for this V to go down to 20 or close to 20 before we can turn our burners. There we go, we are close enough to 20, so we can turn our burner 1 on. It's initiating. Here we go. So burner 1 is already active and running. So let's turn on our burner 2 on 2. There we go. We have both burners up and running. Next step is to go back to process directory. Go here at the steam generation plant number 80. What we're going to do here is line up the valves. Turn this valve on. Turn this valve on. Open one circulating pumps. Set this to 0. Turn this feed water pump on. Auto the pump. Next step is to turn this valve on to remove this low temperature. Next is to open this valve. So that is it. Next step is to go back to process directory. Go here at 82 oil fired boiler. What we're going to do here is auto this 2 pumps. There we go. Wait for our pressure to rise up. Here. The pressure that we need is 7 to 10. So let's wait until the pressure is achieved. Notice how our pressure went negative. So to solve that, we must open the vent first here. There we go. Wait for the temperature to reach 100. Notice how our pressure always goes back to 0. So we have reached 100 degrees Celsius. We can turn this vent off. Turn off this vent. Notice how our pressure doesn't go back to 0 or goes negative. So that's what we're looking for. Next step is to go process directory. Go back into boiler combustion. And we have to automate this boiler combustion. So what we're going to do is auto this airflow control, auto the oxygen control, and auto the master control. 7 bar is okay, but my ideal pressure for this system is 10. So I'll type here 10. There we go. So that this won't go below 10 or higher than 10, or just close to 10. So that is it for steam generation plant. We have already introduced heating to our vessel. So the next step is we have to go slow ahead. So that is it for today's episode. Tune in for the next episode as we go slow ahead.